Louie Gohmert. Congressman, thanks for joining us tonight. I got to ask, could this administration get any more out of touch when it comes to border security?
I don't see how they can get any more out of touch. If they have a plan, then it's time to do exactly the opposite of whatever their ridiculous plan is. We've had records set for 3 months in a row going here. And this guy says our plan is working. We have a plan. And my gosh, you nailed it. He is so out of touch. This looks like a third world country. And why? Because that's where this administration, including Mayorkas, is taking us. They are turning this country into a cesspool. We can't have a welfare state and have open borders like this. Milton Friedman made that very clear, and we're seeing his prophetic statements come true. It's just very unfortunate these people are the ones in charge.
Yeah, it is. And Congressman, I was with you and your colleagues back in April down in the border in McAllen, Texas, when you called on this administration to do something. You said, come down here, see the mess that you created.
Right.
And today a reporter in the briefing room asked Jenn if Biden has ever been to our southern border. And, you know, they have determined it's not even sure if he's ever been there in his entire political career. Do you think that the president should still visit? Would it make a difference at this point?
I'm not sure, since he doesn't know Sikkim from come here. He doesn't know how to find his way out of wherever room he goes into. I don't know if it would do any good, but somebody who is responsible, a responsible human being rather, needs to go down there and look. Obviously, the vice president, for her look, she goes to an airport out in El Paso, but we have hundreds of miles where we only have relatively just a few border patrol because all of these people are being pulled to Del Rio to deal with this massive insurgence. And it is an insurgence. It's an invasion. I know Democrats like to say insurgence happened on January 6th, but the FBI obviously disagrees because nobody's been charged with insurgence. But this is an insurgence. And this government has an obligation. They took an oath to follow the Constitution, and that means they are to protect us from invasion. And this is clearly an invasion, and they're doing nothing effective.
And Border Patrol is getting no support. They've got such a tough job down there. They're spread thin. They're not even getting a thank you from this administration. And right now, you got the Democrats and the media losing their minds right now over images of Border Patrol on horseback. They're doing their best to manage the chaos as these illegals evade them. Last night, Art Del Cueto of the Border Patrol Council joined us last night on Cortes and Pellegrino. He explained what was going on, that the media is melting down over. I want you to take a listen to that.
These Border Patrol agents with these horses that are on horse patrol, they have a specific training on how to handle the horse in crowd situations. One of those situations is they have to twirl the rein of the horse in front of his face so the horse will not go towards that person, so they won't stomp on the person. Therefore, the person that they're trying to detain doesn't get hurt, the horse doesn't get hurt, and the rider doesn't get hurt.
So there's your fact check for the media. It's false that you see these people whipping these illegals. Now, today, your Democrat colleague, Maxine Waters, she called the treatment of these migrants, quote, worse than what we witnessed in slavery. How would you respond to the Congresswoman?
Well, obviously, she's not familiar with how grotesque and horrible slavery is, because this is nothing like it. And what we have here are people violating the law, and you have an administration that is so culpable. And with this kind of overrunning of our resources, of our people that are supposed to secure our border, it has become treasonous. It is helping all of our adversaries, all of our enemies. It's adhering more to China and Russia. We've seen through all these actions, and the Constitution says if you're giving aid and comfort or adhering to the enemy, then you are guilty of treason. And I'm telling you, we're now there. we are there.
Yeah.
They don't care what happens in this country. They don't care that they're shipping thousands and thousands of people with deadly COVID all over the place. We can't get them to say where. And now the administration is cutting the life-saving Regeneron, the monoclonal
They're looking the other way, Congressman.
Yeah. And
unfortunately, sir, I have to run. I wish I had an hour with you. It is always such a pleasure having you on the show. Congressman Louie Gohmert, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you very much.